Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be doing my very first Chit Chat Get Ready With Me video. I have not done one of these yet on my channel. I do have a couple stories to tell you. I did get my septum pierced and I got a couple of finger tattoos and I have an interesting story about a moth. So grab a snack, sit down, and let's get started. And you can see how I did this look here. So the recording of my piercing and tattoos were recorded on both mine and my friend's phone, so the quality is not that greatest, so I apologize for that. I'm just going to put my hair back for now, so it's just out of my face. I think I'm going to start on my eyes first, just in case if I get any fallout, I can just wipe it away. So let's start. So I actually, funny story for you guys. The other night, so if you guys have not seen my 44 facts about me, I will leave it linked somewhere here so that you guys can go see that. And one of my facts about me, I do not like bugs. I don't. I can't stand them. Giant moth in the middle of the night. Don't know how it got in the house. So it was like maybe, I don't even know, midnight, 1 in the morning. I was passed out asleep and I woke up to, you know, when it gets really windy out and your walls make that like creaking sound. That's what it sounded like at first. So I woke up to that and it scared me a little bit because I wasn't sure, because I was like half asleep, so I wasn't sure what was going on. It's dark in our room. We have a tiny little night light that barely lights the room, so it's dark in there, so it's taking my eyes a second to adjust. All of a sudden I start hearing this sound on the wall, and I immediately jump up and I'm like, what is that? And my first thing that came to my mind was, oh my gosh, there's a ghost in here. My husband and my daughter are both asleep. I'm awake by myself. I don't know what's going on, so I continue to hear it just like against the wall. So I'm looking and seeing if there's anything in the room. Like, what is this? And it's loud, like it's hitting the wall pretty hard. Then finally, I see it. This black, giant black thing just hitting the wall. And I thought at first I was seeing things, but no. I immediately jumped up, woke my husband up, and was like, there's something in the room. He gets up, he's like, what were you talking about? And it comes towards me. I jump over my husband, and he's like, will you calm down? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. So I run out of the bedroom. He turns the light on. He goes, it's a moth. How in the world did a moth get in our room at 1 o'clock in the morning? No idea. When I exited my bedroom, I closed it a little bit because I wanted the moth to stay in there. And I'm peeking through like this small crack in the door. And of course, the moth finds the crack and comes flying towards my face. I jump. Run back and trip over the ottoman. So he goes and gets it. I'm not exaggerating because I don't like bugs. This moth was huge. I'm not kidding. It ended up landing on the wall over here on the outside of our bedroom. And if its wings spread, it would have been about the same size as my hand. This moth was ginormous. So my husband comes out and he goes, holy crap, that thing is huge. And he catches it and got rid of it. But I did not expect to be woken up in the middle of the night by a giant moth. That's my story of the giant moth. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Volume 2 palette. I am thinking about going for like kind of like a fall grungy look. I might use some like dark maroon colors and maybe add some black in there somehow. I'm not sure yet. I think I'm first gonna take this shade called Next. This one right here. So I'm just gonna pat this first on my lid and then we'll blend it out. So I always thought that I had PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it makes it harder for you to conceive and have children. And I was told this before I found out I was pregnant with Lyra. I assumed that was the reason why we were having such a hard time trying to have our second kid. We have been trying for our second child for a year and going on 2 months now. A little over a year we've been trying for our second kid. I went and saw an OB and they did an ultrasound and they did a pap smear. They said that I was okay, that everything was fine. My ovaries looked wonderful, didn't have any cysts. I explained to them our situation and she said a lot of the times it is the partner. So she recommended my husband to get a semen analysis done. We got the paperwork, and if any of you guys live in upstate New York, there is a hospital in Syracuse and Rochester called Boston IVF. This is where we're going to be going to have my husband get a sperm analysis done. We had, a talk. I was trying to explain to him, if it comes out that it is you, I don't want you to feel like it's your fault. Maybe, I have scar tissue that you can't see in the ultrasounds, so it could still possibly be me. They're going to fax it for us and make an appointment, and hopefully we can figure out what's going on. I think now, so we went in with Next, so I'm going to blend out these harsh lines here. So I think I'm going to take Thick Skin, which is this one right here. Actually, no. I'm going to go in with Comfort Zone right here. So, I did get my septum pierced. And I was more nervous about getting the piercing done than I was the tattoos. Tattoos, it's just going to be on my fingers, whatever. With my new tattoos that I have, altogether I have 6. For some reason, I thought, it'll be a piece of cake, it's on my fingers, whatever, fine. Before I got my finger tattoos, this tattoo here, my daughter's handprint, was the worst. The one that I got on my side, I have a really big tattoo, and that one was a piece of cake. Eventually went numb, couldn't feel anything after a while. But I've never had a finger tattoo before. And it's so small. So I have this one here. That is mine and Lyra's zodiac sign. We are the Pisces for the month of March. So I have that on that finger. And then this one I have on this side. That is my daughter's initials, Lyra Milliman. This one didn't hurt that bad. But this one, oh my gosh. That one was so painful. Oh my gosh. I will insert a clip of me getting those tattoos done. My friend came with me. She helped record those videos. I'll go ahead and let you watch.
She's like, I guess so. I really didn't want you to, but...
That actually hurts a lot worse than I was expecting.
It doesn't feel good.
Shit.
Can I tell you something, Jaclyn?
That actually hurts way worse than I was expecting.
I don't feel any pain.
Shut up.
Me neither, honestly.
I think it's how it's going to feel when you have to wash your hands every day.
That's true shit.
Like 600 times a day. You didn't think about that.
No. I'm glad I'm wearing a mask because my face under this, I can't imagine.
I can see from up here what your face looks
Oh
like.
shit, okay.
And it's hilarious.
That one doesn't hurt as bad.
Didn't I just say that 2 minutes ago? This one more hard as bad.
You lie. Whew. Is it done?
It is done. I'm just gonna look it over though and make sure everything's deep enough because finger tattoos are tricky like that. You got me recorded saying, talking like that?
Her phone, not mine, so.
You like them?
Yes, thank you. Are you kidding me?
She's like, why'd you do that to me? There you go.
Do you want me to stop recording now?
There you go, man.
The guy that did our tattoos and did my piercing was super cool. He was a super cool guy. Made us feel very comfortable and was just very funny. Just kept talking to us and everything. It only took like 5 minutes for both tattoos put together. It was only 5 minutes, so it didn't last very long, but it was painful. I don't know why I thought finger tattoos would be a piece of cake. It'll be fine. Like, it's just on my fingers, whatever. It's not going to be that bad. I was wrong. We're going to go in with a little bit of a darker color. That same brush, this is Real Techniques. I'm actually going to use my Veramona color switch really quick and just clean that brush off. Go in with the shade right below called Crazy. So we're going to take that from there. Right there at my lid. Make it a little bit darker. So I was watching Kathleen Light's video, one of her videos that she recently did. I think it was one of her BoxyCharm videos. Kathleen Lights was talking in her video and was saying that she's not ready for fall. She wants summer to drag on just for a little bit longer, because when fall comes, that means holidays are coming, and she doesn't want to deal with holidays and COVID at the same time. She has a point. Dealing with COVID and dealing with holidays at the same time. That's gonna suck. It's really gonna suck. I'm going to take Temptress, which is the black shade at the bottom here. Take just a little bit, because this black is definitely pigmented. I'm gonna pat it out first at the bottom here. And these are the Morphe brushes that I had gotten from the Oxy. Like the drug? My August BoxyCharm. So we're gonna, these brushes, I love them. But we're gonna pat a little bit of black just at the bottom here first, and then we'll blend it up. So it's gonna do a nice fade up. Same thing to the other side, and just pat it out first and then blend it up. I'm actually going to take, it's not necessarily a clean brush because I have to use the color switch, but so I'm going to take somewhat of a clean brush and just blend everything together. Just go over everything. So now I don't know if I want to add shimmer to this look or if I want to leave it matte. Maybe we'll add a shimmer. Why not? We'll just add a shimmer. It should be fine, right? I'm going to take Bougie, which is right next to it. I'm going to take Bougie right there. So what I like to do is just dig my brush in there. I'll dig my brush and kind of pick up the product that way and then pat it. This way you can get a lot more. See that? So it's a cool little trick. And then I'm going to take my NYX setting spray, spritz, and then I'm actually just going to put this right in the center. Kind of like a halo eye, but not. So I'm not going to wet the brush this time. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more. Just like that. Alright, I'm going to do my other eye, and then we'll talk about my septum, and I'll insert a clip of me getting that, so I'll be right back. So I'm going to wipe away any fallout that I have, and we'll start our base. And my foot every time falls asleep. Let's talk about my septum piercing. I'll do a like up close. Oh, I kind of made it crooked. Hold on. Super cute little thing. It's really neat. So I know when I went to get it done, so I got my tattoos done first because I was super nervous about this. Don't know why, but I was. And I did the worst thing that, you know, we shouldn't do, but we do anyways because we're curious, is I looked at videos on YouTube just to see what it would, you know, how it's like. Their steps are for you getting your septum pierced. That made it worse. That made me even more nervous. Take my Glassy Skin Balm first, and I'm gonna put this on my face just to use as like a moisturizer, primer, whatever. He was talking me through it and was letting me know not to move because some people will move and it'll make the piercing crooked. I don't mean to say this to scare you, but I just want to make sure you're not going to move, because if it's done in the correct way, and it'll come out awesome. And then he kind of scared me too, because he was telling me how, because I told him that, you know, I watched videos on it and stuff like that. He goes, oh, okay, so, you know, you heard how some people can hear a crunch. And I go, no. It's done correctly, which I will do it the correct way, but if it's done correctly, you won't hear a crunch. And I got even more nervous after he said that. I'm like, It didn't hurt as bad as I thought. I did bleed quite a bit afterwards though, and you'll see in the clip, I did bleed a little bit at the end, but it wasn't terrible. After I had gotten it done, it was really weird. My front teeth right here were super sensitive. As soon as I, maybe 2 minutes after I had got it done, my teeth were wicked sensitive. And I had asked him that, is that normal? And he goes, yeah, it's just because, you know, your nerves can tend to be connected with there. So it's normal for your teeth to be a little bit sensitive. But I'm super happy with it. It is super duper cute. Sorry, my chest is like wicked red because I'm itchy. Really weird. So sometimes if I'm going like this, because it's healing, so it's starting to get itchy, and obviously I can't really scratch at it because it still hurts. But if I slightly rub right here, I can feel it inside. As soon as we left the tattoo place, I kind of wanted to get another tattoo. They usually say, after you get your first tattoo, it's addicting after that. You always want another one and another one. So, I definitely want to get one more. I'm not sure where, though. But it would be awesome to get another one. Usually, he charges $40 for a septum piercing, which I know is expensive. But he was nice enough to charge me $30 for it, so I got $10 off, which was awesome, so I appreciated that. So, but for both tattoos and my piercing, it came out to $100 even. So $100 for 2 tattoos and my septum piercing, which I guess is not terrible, but I originally wanted Lyra's signatures. I originally wanted it in the inside of my finger, but he told me that he doesn't recommend that because it will fade very quickly, and he showed me pictures of people that got tattoos right in the inside of their finger, and how it fades and you can barely see what it says. So I was like, alright, that's fine. He goes, if you get it on the top of your finger, it won't fade as bad. You'll still be able to notice what it says. So I decided to just do that, and I'm happy with it. It's super cute. I'm just using my Wet n Wild translucent powder. Just gonna set under my eyes and on the side of my nose. Can you guys believe that we are going into September? September. Like, summer came and went. And I'm honestly nervous for what September brings, only because I feel like every month there's something new, and not in a good way, because, you know, 2020 is just ridiculous. Going into September with good thoughts, positive thoughts, and keeping the faith, so hopefully everything will be fine. I'll be using my Physicians Formula Cream Bronzer. And I'm going to take a little bit on my, this is my e.l.f. Beauty Sponge. I'm going to use this right in my cheeks. I've wanted for the longest time to get my tragus pierced, which is this right here. That little flap in your ear. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Tragus? Tragus? I've, for years now, wanted to get that done. But I was more nervous about that than I was my septum, which doesn't make any sense. Because it's the ear, you know. I'm going to go in with some blush. This is my Honest Beauty Cream Blush. There's a mirror there. And again, using the same beauty sponge. I love this blush, this cream blush. It is so pretty. Very light and subtle. So nice. I hope that those of you who are parents and that have to homeschool your kids, I hope everything works out. I hope everything will be okay. Just know that everything will be okay. You know, Lyra has one more year. She doesn't start kindergarten until September 2021. But if this is how things are going to be from now on, I'm definitely going to be nervous for her and for myself. Those of you parents out there that do have to homeschool your children, I give kudos to you for being able to do that. And for those of you parents that have more than one child that has to be homeschooled, God bless you, and it'll be okay. It's in my July BoxyCharm. I think it was July. June? July. This is the Ace Butte Bronzed in Paradise bronzer palette. And it looks like so. Very pretty. I like to mix these two shades right here together. And I'm going to set my cream bronzer with this. A review video. It was a reaction video of the boat scene from that movie 365 Days, and I could not believe the amount of views that I got on that video. I was not expecting that whatsoever, only because my channel is still really small, and any views that I get on my video, whether it's big or small, I'm very appreciative. So thank you so much to all of you out there that watch my videos. I appreciate it so much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I was not expecting the amount of views that I got on that video. They are still climbing. It's almost at 300. 300. That means a lot to me. And I know it may not seem like a lot to you, because I know there are a lot of videos out there that have like 1 million views, 1,000 views. So my little itty bitty almost 300 is nothing compared to that. But to me, that means the world. So thank you so much to all of you who watched that video. That means so much to me, and I hope you thought it was entertaining. I still have not watched the entire movie. I only watched that boat scene. That movie is intense. Intense. There was a movie that used to be on Netflix called Love. And if any of you have not seen that movie, I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. I think they took it off. But any of you who have watched it, I hope you can tell by my face. That movie, if you think 365 Days is like a porn or is intense, If you have not seen the movie Love, 365 Days is nothing compared to that movie. I just have to say that. And I wish that I would have done like a reaction video to that movie, because starting from the very first scene, yeah. Pretty intense, pretty bad. I definitely still have to watch 365 Days, like the whole movie. I still have not watched the whole thing yet, and I definitely will have to soon, obviously when the little one is sleeping, when she's not awake. Use the color Next, which is the color that we did use on the top. I used on the bottom, and of course there's something in my eye every time. Before I do my highlight, I'm going to set my face with my NYX Setting and Prime Spray. With my highlight. And I'm going to, of course, use my e.l.f. highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. This is my absolute favorite, and I need to get a new one because it is pretty low. It hit pan, even though you can't see the pan, but it did. So we're gonna apply a little bit. Even though I'm sad that summer is coming to an end, I'm very excited for fall. I love the crunchy leaves, the crisp, fresh, cold air, even though my husband hates it. See, that's the thing. My husband does not like the winter time. He does not like cold at all. I don't like the cold either, but I can manage with it. I don't mind it, only because it's easier to warm up when you're cold than it is to try cooling down when you're hot. Does that make sense? So I don't mind the winter, unlike my husband who cannot stand it. I don't mind the winter. So I am going to actually use a different mascara, because I always use my Essence mascara because that is my all-time favorite. I absolutely love that mascara. It is so good, so awesome. But I'm actually going to be using a different mascara today, and I'm going to obviously go in with falsies. So the mascara that I'm going to be using is the Voluminous Carbon Black mascara. I'm going to be using the Kiss Lashes in Belle. I love these lashes. They are beautiful, super pretty. And I'm going to coat my bottom lashes. I'm trying to figure out what color I want to do. Do I want to do red? Do I want to do dark maroon? I have this one by Milani. This is their 24 Black Cherry lipstick. I could do that. Do like a vampy look. Okay, I'm gonna line my lips first. This is Beauty Vault. This is Beauty Vault lip liner. This is in Beau Babe. Actually, let me clean my lips off just a little bit. Clean those off. And I'm gonna line my lips first, and then we'll go in with that lipstick. I don't know if I like that lip liner. I like it, but I don't know if I want the color. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with a nude lip liner and then just top it with the cherry, black cherry. That looks better. Now we're gonna top it with Milani. I'm going to top it with a little bit of gloss. This is the Belle and Argent lip gloss. This is in Jealous of Us. Beautiful. We're done. Look how neat. So this is the finished look. Yay! But yes, thank you so much for sticking to the end and watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed my little clips of me getting my septum and my tattoos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye. I feel like I'm slouching so bad. Ew, I'm the humpback of Notre Dame. What is that in my hair? Is that concealer or foundation? I totally forgot. I had foundation. It probably got all in my hair then. Did it really get all in? Oh man. Well, I got my own personal highlights going on right now. I didn't really want highlights. It's not all through my hair, is it? There's more. What? What? Jaclyn, come on. Get it together.